What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray, with a new podcast. This is called High School Hoops with Lucky Murray. Each week, we'll be going over the top 10 teams in Greenville County. I'm a basketball coach. I coach locally here, and I wanted to do something that I felt like I wanted to give back. And as I'm getting into basketball here in the Upstate and Fountain Inn, I wanted to kind of see what's going on with Greenville County basketball. So my focus is Greenville County and Greenville County only. I'm not doing schools like Southside Christian, Legacy Early College, the charter schools from Greenville Tech like Brazier, or the Greer campus one, or any of the kind of the smaller private schools. I'm only focusing on right now for the Greenville County schools, and I'm only doing boys. So if you love what you see here, you want me to do the girls, man, write a comment in the comment section below. Let me know exactly what you want to do, and we'll go from there. So this week, I've been doing some research and been studying, and I am going to give you my top 10 teams in the area as of today. This week is going to change, so next week I will have another top 10 list. So here's my criteria before I go any further. First and foremost, it goes by overall record. Now, I know these teams are in different regions and different sizes of the school, so the first things first is overall record. Let's say a couple of teams have the same overall record. Then I will look to see how you do against Greenville County schools first. That's not the only measurement that I will have on the rankings, but I want to see how you fare off against the Greenville County schools, since this is a Greenville County power rankings. And then let's say y'all have the same amount of records for the Greenville County schools, and then the overall strength of schedule will be the determining factor of these top 10s. So as I was sitting down and looking at these schools and kind of studying them out, that is my criteria. So here is the top 10 list for Greenville County schools as of right today. So we're going to go with the Greer Yellow Jackets starting at number 1. They have an 8-2 overall record. The number 2 team in the Greenville County power rankings is the Hillcrest Rams at 8-3. Number 3 is the Eastside Eagles at 7-3. 4, the Woodmont Wildcats 7-3. 5, the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs 7-4. 6, the Greenville Red Raiders 6-0. 7, Berea Bulldogs at 6-4. 8, the Fountain Inn Fury, the Young Fury at 6-4. 9, Wade Hampton Generals at 3-3. And number 10, Mauldin Mavericks coming in at 3-4. So if you're watching this right now, you say, well, my team isn't being covered. There's a lot of high school basketball. It's a lot to cover. So right now I just wanted to kind of get into the kind of zone that my scope at, and Greenville County is where it's at. So I want to kind of go over the top 5 teams real quick. Now, I know you Red Raiders fans are like, Lucky, how do you not have the Greenville Raiders 6-0 not in the top 5? And not only in the top 5, why don't you have us at the number 1 spot? Because the Greenville Red Raiders are undefeated when it comes to Greenville County. All 6 teams they played against Greenville County schools. Just a number of games. I think this week coming up, they got a Christmas holiday coming up, Christmas holiday tournament, So I think that the Greenville Raiders may be cracking in the top 5, maybe the 2 or 3. They are a really, really good team, and hopefully I get to see them this week coming up. I really want to see the Raiders. The first team I want to kind of highlight is the Greer Yellow Jackets. And so with the Greer Yellow Jackets, they had a huge loss, like I said, to the undefeated Greenville Red Raiders. The score was 75-45, but bounced back and defeated a previous undefeated Westside High School, and that's in Anderson, South Carolina. A pretty good game. The thing that I saw, I went and watched the game. The main thing with Greer, they can shoot the 3. And a lot of times when you have a team that shoots the 3, they live and they die by the 3. If they hot from the 3, they'll kill you. And what I figured out what they did with Greenville, I did not see the game, but what I assume what happened was that Greenville was able to stop the 3, and they went up big on that play. But what they was down, I think about 10-15 to Westside early on, and they just cruised along because they shot the 3 and they put that pressure on Westside, and they kind of fumbled the ball, to say the least. This week, they are against the undefeated Clinton Red Devils which has defeated another Greenville County school, and that's the Fountain and Fury, 58-34 in Clinton. So I'm looking for Greer to remain in that number one spot. Like I said, team. That's what I love about basketball. Unlike football, you have more than one tries to redeem yourself. And maybe they had a very bad game against Greenville, but I believe that Greer is looking to keep that number one spot in the power rankings as they're looking to continue on the journey to make I think Greer is 4A. Yeah, the 4A playoffs. They're doing it right. No, Greer's a 5A. I got to know these people. I'm sorry. But Greer's looking like a strong team to make the playoffs. The number 2 team is right down the street in Simpsonville, South Carolina. They go by the Hillcrest Rams. So the Hillcrest Rams, they lost to Bowling Springs. The loss to Bowling Springs was a third loss of the season, but defeated Eastside, which is number 4 team on the ranking, 64-59. They play Boone in a Christmas tournament coming up before playing Legacy Early College the first week of January. Now, I'm going to be in the building for the game because I feel like that's going to be a very, very good game. The losses that Hillcrest has had, I think they lost to, like they said, they lost to Bowling Springs. They also lost to a prep school, and I figured the other school that they lost to as well. I think Dorman was the loss they had. They had pretty good losses. When you're playing against these prep schools, it's a hit or miss. They play by different rules. But Hillcrest is looking pretty good and pretty solid, and I'm looking for them to continue to make some noise just like in football, but also in basketball, and really try to get into that 5A playoffs for the Rams. Hopefully they can kind of keep the momentum going into region play. The third team in the rankings is Eastside High School, right? They are 7-3. They went 2-1 last week, beating Woodmont High and Carolina Academy with a loss to Hillcrest, 64-59. They're playing Spring Valley in a Christmas tournament. And like I said, again, Eastside started off the week strong by beating Woodmont and Carolina, which Carolina's a down team, but lost to Hillcrest. It hurts, but at the same time, these are some really, really good teams, especially at the top. So they're looking to this Christmas tournament, just bounce back and get a couple of wins underneath their belt before the break, before the turn of the new year. Number 4 team, right, is the Woodmont High School. And Woodmont lost to Eastside 65-56, but they played easily, and Carolina Academy to bounce back their week. So they got 2 games that I think that they could win as well to kind of keep in the top 5. Woodmont's a pretty good team. Simply put it, to me, it seems like what Eastside did well against Woodmont was they had the ability to kind of stifle their defense, and Woodmont took some very, very bad shots from 3. And Woodmont could not move the ball easily against the Eastside defense. But I look for Woodmont to bounce back and to stay within the top 5 of this list right here. So round out number 5 is Travelers Rest, right? They went 3-0 for the week, beating Pickens, Liberty, and Berea. And they're playing in the Christmas tournament this week as well. So this week is Christmas tournaments. Teams are just wrapping it up to go into the start of the new year. So I'm looking to these teams to kind of stay the same. I do think there will be some movement next week, and I'm going to tell you the team for me to watch. And the number 1 team for me to watch that probably will be in the top 5 this week coming up is those Greenville Red Raiders. Why? Here's why. They are 6-0 with 6 wins against all Greenville County schools. Will have been in the top 5 if they played more games. Greenville's a really, really good team, and I think this team I really want to see because of the simple fact that I believe that Greenville has something going. You know what they can do in football, but these boys can ball in basketball. So that is my suggestion in this list right here. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Again, this is the top Power Rankings top 10 list. Next week, hopefully I can have some storylines to talk to you about. This is, like I said, this is my first week really dabbing down into high school sports. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. About to go to that Fountain and Fury Southside Christian. That's a school in Simpsonville as well. Game as well. So looking out for the Fury. But I need you to let me know what you think about the comment section below. Again, it's the entertainment, motivate, educate, and please don't forget all three. Lucky Murray back with another high school hoops with Lucky Murray. We're just going to go over the Greenville County podcast, basketball. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Like always, till next time, people.